Hello and welcome back to Higher Sense with Az. And today I've got one that I've been teasing you about for quite some time. But it's finally here. It's none other than Blue Sapphire by Boadicea the Victorious. Let's get into it. Blue Sapphire by Boadicea the Victorious was a 2013 release. And this bottle here is 100 millilitres. Let's have a look at the all-important notes. So in the top of Blue Sapphire, we have lemon, chamomile, sage, saffron, and marigold. And then coming in at the mid, we've got rose, Indian jasmine, and magnolia. And then finally, in the base, agarwood, otherwise known as oud, patchouli, and amber. A nice range of notes. Let's see what we get from the fragrance itself. Like I said at the start of the video, I've been teasing you with this one for a while on the shorts. You have been commenting and messaging saying you want to see the full review. Well, wait no longer, because here it is. It's Blue Sapphire by Boadicea the Victorious. There is the gorgeous front of the bottle, and there is the Blue Sapphire itself. Nice bottle, nice cap in deep blue with gold labelling. Now having a look here, yes, on the front it's got the name of the house and also the name of the fragrance there, and then on the back the single Blue Sapphire to identify the fragrance. Now, having seen that there wasn't any information on the bottom of the bottle, I thought I'd grab the box, which I forgot I had, to be honest. So anyway, if anyone's interested, there's the box. Nice writing on there. It's a lovely textured box, and on the back, most interestingly, it does say pure parfum. So there you go. This is a parfum. And there's the box. Right, so let's get this in the air and on the hand and see what we'll get from certainly the opening of Blue Sapphire by Boadicea the Victorious. One in the air, atomizers okay, and two on the hand. I think they could have improved with that atomizer. Let it air off a bit there. And I think I forgot to mention the cap is non-magnetic. It's not coming off, but that's a disappointment. So disappointment with the cap, slight disappointment with the atomizer, and for a Boadicea, that's not a good start. So let's hope things improve. Okay, let's dive in. Yeah, I can't hide my excitement. I'll try and stay objective and unbiased, but this fragrance is unbelievable. I mean, the opening there, it's just fantastic. You get hit with a number of florals. You're getting chamomile, marigold, two which I'm reading off the note list because the florals in the top here are a bit different from what I'm used to. So I was having a look at the ones I don't recognise. Sage and saffron, I've had them in a number of fragrances. Very nice, quite green, quite warm, slightly spicy. But the chamomile and the marigold are two darker florals. Well, certainly the marigold's a darker floral that you get hit with in the opening. There's also lemon in this, apparently. I do actually get a slight citric hit under the florals immediately there. Something which isn't apparent unless you go looking for it. But yeah, the opening, it's very aromatic, slightly herbal, somewhat green, but it's very floral. And for me, it's nice, deep, rich, colourful, leathery florals. It's a fantastic opening. You've got some full-bodied, heady florals with a little touch of citrus in there. It's warm, it's aromatic, it's green, it's slightly herbal. It's a lovely opening of very opulent flowers. And after you've got that nice, warm, full-bodied floral opening, you're met in the mid by three more flowers. You've got rose, you've got Indian jasmine, and you've got magnolia. Now, I think the rose is the most prominent note in here. So if you do enjoy rose, then you're in for a treat. I most enjoy rose. You've also got Indian jasmine, which is a gorgeous white floral. It's very clean. It's slightly sweet. And again, it just adds to the nature of the florals. It takes the edge off them. It almost lifts them slightly. And then you've got the magnolia coming in, and the magnolia being a nice white floral. It's almost got like a kind of a soft, waxy texture, but it's very lemon tinged. So that would also complement the top notes there, because it does have lemon, chamomile and other things. So it's like, it's a nice clean white floral, but it's almost got like a soft, sweet citric hit. But it works very well with the other florals. It helps to bring out all the different facets in here. And for me, the middle three florals, the rose, the jasmine and the magnolia, they're the stars of the show. They stay throughout the fragrance. They complement the top notes emphatically, and it just brings an absolutely gorgeous amalgamation of fresh, opulent, full-bodied florals. And then coming down into the base, you've got your standard backbone of agarwood, which is also known as oud. You've got patchouli in here, and you've got amber. Now, you look at that and you think, oud, patchouli and amber. It's going to be quite dark. It's going to be quite earthy, a bit deep, a bit leathery. Now, what I'm pleased to say is, if you're someone who isn't very experienced with oud, or they don't like oud, well, what I'll tell you is that the oud in here, it just more resembles wood. It's almost like an oak or a cedar. It's like, it's a sweet, warm wood. It's certainly not oud in the horrible kind of, well, I say horrible to some people, the kind of barnyardy, stinky oud, the almost cheesy, fecal-like oud. Nothing like that in here. It's just like it's a clean, sweet wood. It's very, very nice, and it helps with the backbone of the fragrance and the longevity. You've got some patchouli in here. The patchouli, it does add to the earthy nature of this, but it's not deep and dark. It's almost like, well, as you get flowers, they grow in the soil. It complements that, and it's like a kind of, it's a dusting of warm cocoa on the top of the flowers. That's how it comes across. It's very light, it's quite sweet, and it brings a sweet nature to the flowers. Now, some of the florals in here are quite sweet, others are quite robust and somewhat leathery, but for me, I think the patchouli complements certainly the white, sweeter florals. It gives them a bit of a grounding, and it just gives a perfect harmonic balance between sweet, full-bodied and pungent florals. The amber in here, the amber, again, it brings the warm, somewhat resinous nature. It just complements the wood and the patchouli. So you've got the wood, patchouli and the amber, gives it a lovely rounded base for all the other florals to sit and bloom from. And bloom is what this fragrance does best. Let's have a look at the performance. Now, for me, the projection on this, I would say the projection is good. It's solid. I would say it's a solid 2.5, maybe even 3 feet, pushing towards it. Let's say 2.5, 2 3/4 of a foot. Now, for a parfum, or a pure parfum as they've got, that's really good, because normally parfum lies quite flat and close to the skin because it's very heavy in its perfume concentration. But I'm pleased to say that this projects well. It's a solid projector, and it gives good performance in that sense. Not only from the first few hours, but it lasts quite well throughout the fragrance. It's not until you really get into the 5 and 6 hour mark does it sit slightly closer, but still, it's never under 2 feet at any stage. And I would say that this is a solid, good projector. Longevity for this fragrance, well, you're not going to be disappointed. It's a pure parfum, as I pointed out, and I would say on 3 or 4 sprays, which is more than enough for this fragrance, because this fragrance is a powerhouse. It's a showstopper, and it's bordering on beast mode for me. I would say that 3 or 4 sprays of this is going to get you a solid 9 to 10 hours of performance, and that's good, strong performance. Anywhere from 9 to 10 hours, not a problem for this. This lasts all day and all night. From the crack of dawn until that moon's in the sky, this is going to perform as long as you can. Now, the sillage on this, I want to report with a special mention. The sillage is the scent bubble that's created around you. Now, for me, Blue Sapphire, it creates a strong, a deep, a warm sillage. It's never overpowering. It doesn't choke you out, but that's mainly down to the blend of the fragrance. It's perfectly blended. It's absolutely harmoniously balanced between the notes in here. And yeah, for me, the sillage, lovely scent bubble around you. Good 3 feet of scent around you, and it moves like a soft wafting cloud. Wherever you go, this will follow. Like I say, it's never in people's faces, but it's very, very noticeable. And for me, the sillage that it creates around you, it's almost like a glowing radiance. It's like, I don't know, somebody like Gandalf. You know, when Gandalf's standing there and he's got like the kind of the radiant light glow. And, you know, he turns around and he says, "You shall not pass without smelling this." And that's certainly what you get from this fantastic fragrance. So that's the performance covered. It projects well, it lasts fantastically, and the sillage is great. So far as performance goes, maximum marks for me. You can't ask for anything else. Now, moving on to seasonality for Blue Sapphire. Now, it is quite strong, it's floral, it's deep, it's leathery, it's woody. So I think that tends to lean towards the later months and the later seasons. Autumn, great. Winter, fantastic. You could wear this in the spring because of the amount of florals that's in here, but it would certainly have to be at lighter sprays. I mean, normally if you're wearing 3 or 4 sprays to get you through the day, I would say if you're going to wear this in spring, a couple of sprays is more than enough, to be honest. So yeah, I would say autumn and winter are perfect for Blue Sapphire. Now, is this versatile? Let's have a look at where you can wear this fragrance. Now, I would say this fragrance being a very classy fragrance, it's a very, if you want to use the word, it's a very posh upmarket fragrance. It absolutely screams quality. So for me, I think black tie events are perfect. If you're dressed up, suit and tie, smart, very formal, I think this would sit perfectly. You know, the kind of, you know, weddings, funerals, that kind of thing, business meetings, VIP events, anything like that. This is going to complement you fantastically. So I think you could wear it for that. I think if you wear this on date nights, I have had quite a lot of compliments while wearing this fragrance off the ladies. So I would say if you want to wear it for a date night, fantastic. Personally, I think it's so good that if she catches a whiff of this, I think she'll be asking you what you want to name the children. It's that good. But there you go. You're certainly getting a second date if she catches a whiff of this. But don't forget, clothing gets you noticed, but fragrance gets you remembered. So make sure you're dressed very nice and very smart, so this complements you rather than replaces you. So yeah, that's where I would wear it. I wouldn't wear it to normal daily socials. I think it's far too good for that. It's too strong. It's too powerful. It's not the right kind of. It's not the right kind of fit for relaxed socials or on the beach or in the summer or things like that. Yeah, it's definitely dressed up, evening socials. You know, your high power, high caliber events. That's what I would save this for. Save it for special occasions because it really is a special fragrance. So now we've covered the basics for this fragrance. What's the catch, I hear you say? Well, the catch is that 100 millilitres of this fine fragrance will set you back no less than 600, that's right, £695. So from 700 quid, you're getting a fiver change. Now that is certainly at the top end of niche perfumery. Now this is a British brand, which I'm proud to say it's one of the few things that Britain's got right in recent times. And yeah, at £6.95 per milliliter, it's certainly not cheap. Now that's relevant when people are looking at where to spend the hard-earned money. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Get your nose on this if you can. I'm not sure it's blind buy safe. And the reason why I don't think it's blind buy safe is there's a lot of florals in there. White florals are easy to palate, but coloured florals, darker florals, they can sometimes be a bit challenging. It may come across as, and forgive us for saying this, Boadicea, but may come across a bit granny-ish, a bit kind of Granny's house or Granny's bathroom. I certainly don't get that, but I have had that mentioned of a person or two who has smelt this, albeit they're not into the fragrances, but oh, my grandmother's house smelt a bit like that, lavender, the usual potpourri stuff. But for me, if you enjoy fragrances, you understand fragrances, and you've got a somewhat experienced nose, then I think you're going to love this. It is a complex combination of florals, but once it opens up after it's been on the skin for 5 or 10 minutes, I really think it is fantastic. But yeah, going back to the price, I wouldn't blind buy this. I certainly think the scent profile is fantastic. So if you love florals, light and dark florals with a little bit of wood, touch of patchouli, nice bit of amber, and the rose being the jewel in the crown in this fragrance, then I would say go for it. Now at $6.95, a lot of you is going to say, look, that's too much for me to afford. And I do understand that. It is very expensive. But for me, certainly, I absolutely love this fragrance. Would I pay $6.95 for it retail, even though I didn't pay that for this, might I add, from the fragrance groups? But yeah, I would. I would pay £695 for 100 millilitres of this. Not a problem. I would pay £1,000 for this. But like you say, value is all a personal experience. And whatever you want to save up and spend your hard-earned on, that's up to you. But for me, $6.95 for 100 millilitres of this. I'm not saying it's value for money, don't get us wrong. But for the scent profile, what it's presented as certainly looks good on the old stand up there, doesn't it? And the performance on this, the performance really is fantastic. I would say that it is worth the money. And there you go. That might surprise a few years at the price, but I think this is absolutely fantastic. This is fragrance and perfumery at the highest level for me. This is one of the higher scents. This is fantastic. And I've got absolutely no doubt in my mind that I'll give this the highest scents seal of approval. Thinking about it, I think this is easily in my top 5 all-time fragrances for me. And it really is a special fragrance. I keep it for special occasions, but whenever I wear this, I feel like royalty. I feel like, honestly, this is probably what the Queen's bathroom would smell like. Don't take that the wrong way, but honestly, this just screams class. It screams florals, opulence, and just, it's a pure delight. It's a delightful fragrance, the way it wafts through the air, the way it lingers, the way the notes blend with each other seamlessly. And when I smell this, and I don't even have to go up my hand because it's just, just fills up the room so nicely. When I smell this, it just brings a smile to my face. And at the end of the day, is that not what you're in this game for? Is that not what you want fragrance to do? We're all on a fragrance journey, whether you're new to this or, you've been on the fragrance journey for a number of years and you're looking for that special fragrance. And if you are new to fragrance and you're new to the channel, then don't forget to subscribe, like, comment below. Let us know when you've got your nose on this and tell us exactly what you think about it. Because I will die on this hill if there's anyone in the comments that says that this fragrance isn't awesome. Unless you don't like the note profile, which is fair enough. But yeah, for me, I just think it's an absolutely top-notch. It's an elite fragrance. This is a fragrance where on my fragrance journey, I'm always looking for the next special thing, the next thing which, just blows us away on first sniff, something I haven't smelt before. And for me, I think this is quite unique. It's different from other fragrances I've smelt. A lot of people think, is it another rose oud fragrance? I would say no, because the oud isn't the oud you'd expect in here. The rose is really good, mind. I mean, it must be a damask. I think it's a damask rose, to be honest. I do like me roses, so yeah, I would think it's more of a damask rose than other types of rose. But yeah, just everything in this from top to bottom. It's a seamless blend. It transitions fantastically. It projects well. It lasts forever. I mean, apart from the price, what is not to like about this? I mean, if you're a fragrance connoisseur, like most of my subscribers are, then you have to get your nose on this. I could wax lyrical about this all day. I've been dying to do this review since I started the channel, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to do some good fragrances, get people involved, but the special ones, I just want to keep them. And the reason I wanted to keep it is because I wanted to get used to reviews, put my heart and soul in it, bring my personality out, get people on board, because I don't want people to miss this. So if you're watching this video, like it, drop a comment, and I want to see 1,000 views on this. I want to see 1,000 views on this fragrance, because for me, it's just worth it. A fantastic release by the British brand Boadicea the Victorious. It's nearly 13-year-old now, 12 years at the time of filming. Does it stand the test of time? Yes. And for me, Blue Sapphire by Boadicea the Victorious. It's the jewel in the crown. And I'll see you in the next one.